Hi guys, good afternoon, and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host, Eddie, and in today's video, I'll be doing another edition of How to Get Excited For. We have right around the corner one of my most anticipated films of the year. So I had three films that I was most anticipated for this year. Number one, which was Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, which was very fun, very exciting. I've seen it at least 3 times in theaters. Number two was obviously Avengers Infinity War, which was tremendous. One of the best, if not the best superhero movie ever. And finally, my third most anticipated film of the year, and some of you might laugh at this, but you know what? That's okay, because it looks like a ridiculously fun movie. The Meg. The Meg swims into theaters next Friday, so less than a week. We have that much time to get ourselves in the mood for a big, perfect summer blockbuster movie. I mean, who doesn't want to see a movie about a giant prehistoric shark that's supposed to be extinct with Jason Statham, of all people, going after it? That's pretty damn cool to me. I like it. So I am here to give you guys tips and recommendations on how to get excited for The Meg. Oh, I am so excited for this movie. I have been excited for this movie for a little more than a year now. The very first time I heard about this movie's existence was spring of 2017. The Fate of the Furious had just come out, and Jason Statham was doing an interview talking about the movie The Fate of the Furious, but then he also touched upon how he said something like, I just finished filming this giant shark movie called The Meg, and it's basically Jaws meets Jurassic Park. And right there, as soon as I read that, I was in. I was hooked and I was sold on it. When someone says Jaws meets Jurassic Park, I am there for it. So I immediately became interested and fascinated with The Meg. And for the longest time, we didn't hear or see anything about it until earlier this spring. We finally got some first look images and a full-length trailer, which was great. So fun, and it looks a kind of ridiculous, but it also looks just like a perfect, fun summer movie, and I am incredibly excited for it. And I hope you guys are just as excited, and if you're not, I want to get you pumped. So for starters, because of Jason Statham's interview when he called it Jaws meets Jurassic Park, I thought, why not watch the original shark movie of them all? Da-dum, da-dum, dum 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 dum. Such a fantastic film, great suspense thriller, overall beautifully done, beautifully made movie with like some of the best practical effects ever. I mean, the shark itself was a gigantic animatronic shark, which you can still see on today, part of the Universal Studios tour Hollywood, and it's really a thing to see in person. It is a sheer delight. This movie was the original summer blockbuster. Ironically, it became the summer blockbuster due to technical difficulties. The shark was not working properly for most of the shoot. It cost the studio millions of dollars, and instead of coming out Christmas 1974, it came out summer of 1975, and thus the summer blockbuster was born. So thank you, Steven Spielberg. Thank you, Jaws. So this is a great, not only a great film, but if you want to get in the mood for a movie about a shark that terrorizes a coastal community or terrorizes the ocean, this is the one to watch. And also because Jason Statham described this movie, The Meg, as Jaws meets Jurassic Park, why not start with Jaws and finish it with Jurassic Park? Dun 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 dun. My all-time favorite movie of all time, the #1 favorite movie for me ever. And I would recommend watching this one. So watch Jaws and then immediately follow it with Jurassic Park, because, you know, basically The Meg looks like a movie about where people encounter a ferocious man-eating beast, and it's a prehistoric shark. Shark, prehistoric. Shark, prehistoric. I know, seems kind of silly, doesn't it? I'm just trying to give you guys some ideas. Now, if neither one of those float your boat, A, what's wrong with you? B, just kidding. But if neither one of those grabs your interest, or maybe you've watched one of those or both of those recently, I do have another suggestion. Because this is a Warner Brothers film and one of my personal favorite Warner Brothers movies, or at least Warner Brothers summer movies, as I like to call them, this is seriously the perfect movie to watch, honestly, any time of the year. But more specifically, this is a good movie to watch on a Saturday night when you've got nothing to do, and if you're staying in and you have some friends over, or if you just want to treat yourself to a nice dinner or some yummy snacks. This is a great movie to watch on a Saturday night. Overall, it's a very fun, exciting movie, and I think a lot of us know it by heart, know it very well by now. It's almost 20 years old. This was one of my first rated R films, Deep Blue Sea. For those of you who need a reminder of what this movie is, this is the film where Samuel Jackson's character is giving a really awesome inspirational speech about survival when a big fat mako shark jumps out of the water, grabs him, shakes him around like a rag doll, pulls him underwater, and then he's ripped in half by another shark, by two sharks actually. This is a fun movie. You know what? It's not perfect and it's a bit silly at times, but it's got a great cast of characters. It's got people like Thomas Jane from The Punisher, Samuel Jackson from every movie that's ever been made ever. It's such a fun, exciting movie. It's got elements of horror, suspense, comedy, action. This is a great movie, and like The Meg, this is a Warner Brothers shark movie. So I would highly recommend you guys, as I'm about to do before I go see the movie on Friday, to watch Deep Blue Sea. This is one of Warner Brothers' few shark movies, and I think it's probably one of their best ones. Like I said, this is a fun, exciting, entertaining, guilty pleasure movie, or guilty pleasure or not guilty pleasure. This is just a fun movie that I find extremely entertaining and rewatchable over and over again. And even though on the cover it looks like a giant shark, it's just three regular size, actually a bit larger than regular size mako sharks that terrorize this underwater laboratory, and all hell breaks loose. Fun movie, I highly recommend it. So guys, those are my recommendations on how to get yourself in the mood for and get excited for The Meg, which hits theaters this Friday, August 10th. Tickets are on sale now. You can watch the full-length trailer and the TV spots online as well. And you can also check out all of the awesome posters that they have in movie theaters and online as well. It looks like it's going to be a fun movie. Early reactions are already calling it a perfect summer movie. Don't get your hopes up too high. Keep in mind, this is just a movie about a prehistoric shark thought to be extinct that terrorizes the ocean, and it's up to Jason Statham to save the day. Simple as that. Well, guys, I hope that you found this information useful, if not entertaining. And if you've got any ideas of your own on how to get excited for The Meg, I'd love to hear them. Sound off down below in the comments section, and I'd love to hear some suggestions and ideas if you guys have any. Thank you so much for watching another edition of How to Get Excited For. Make sure you subscribe to this channel to check back later next week for my film review of The Meg, which you can bet I will certainly be doing. Thanks again for watching. Have a great rest of the day and a great weekend if I don't see you again. And of course, until next time, may the force be with you.